Anti-Trump activists are protesting outside of the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, shouting, "Colbert stays, Trump must go," after Trump celebrated Colbert's show getting canceled. Some can be seen holding 8647 signs.
Trump must go! Colbert stays! 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 Trump must go! Humanity! In the name of humanity! In the name of humanity! We refuse! We refuse! Trump must go! Colbert stays! Trump must go! Colbert stays! Go! Colbert stays! Trump must go! Colbert stays! Trump must go! Trump must go! Colbert stays! Trump.
I want you to understand just how stupid these people are, and we're going to talk about this in just a minute, but I do want to watch the rest of this before we make the point to show you just how stupid these people are.
Collaboration with the Trump fascist regime. With the Trump fascist regime. Suppression. Suppression of dissenting voices. Of dissenting voices. And culture. And culture. If Trump has written. Trump has written. On Truth Social. On Truth Social. I absolutely love. I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. That Colbert got fired. I hear Jimmy Kimmel. I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next. Is next. No. 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 Colbert must stay. Colbert must stay. It is Trump who must go. It is Trump who must go. Now. Now. At the federal courthouse. Colbert stays. Trump must go. 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 Colbert stays. Trump must go.
Holy shit. Okay, so Dave Portnoy actually made a video talking about the Stephen Colbert thing. And the reason I wanted that whole thing to play is because people need to understand just how dumb these retards are. These are the facts behind Colbert being fired right here. This is very, very simple. Listen to Portnoy.
All right, I got to do a real quick rant on Stephen Colbert being fired on CBS Late Show. Everyone's still talking about it. But before we do that, I want a moment for this backdrop as I film this, all right? Because it's that spectacular. I'll let the color adjust, but a moment for the backdrop, please. That's what I'm talking about.
That's good.
I don't care, Ma'am Donnie. I don't care, Bernie. Being rich still is the best fucking thing, and I earned it. Anyways, on to this rant. So I run a media company, obviously, Barstool. So this kind of hit home with me. I'm seeing like Bernie Sanders, Comrade Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, all being like, we need an investigation. This is bribery. This is blackmail. CBS only fired Colbert because he criticizes Trump, and they just settled a $16 million lawsuit. And then Colbert went on the air and said he doesn't trust CBS and blah, 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 blah. Like Trump forced this. And then the stats start coming out. Colbert makes $16 million a year.
$16 million a year for Stephen Colbert. Oh, wait, it gets better.
Late Show with Colbert loses $40 to $50 million a year. They have a staff of 200 people. Late night ratings are down across the board.
A staff of 200 people. 200 people. Are you kidding me?
Yes, he's still got the best ratings of like him, Kimmel, and Fallon, but across the board, they're down. So all these shows presumably getting hammered. Now, I'm old enough where like late night means something to me. My dad has every episode of David Letterman on like VH1. So when I got invited to go on Fallon,
I think he meant VHS. I think VH1 used to be a music channel. I think he meant VHS.
week, like my parents came and they were impressed, and they're impressed by nothing. I told them, like, you guys have never cared I've been on anything. I've been on Rogan's podcast, Theo Vaughn, Alex Cooper, Shannon Sharp, all podcasts that are far more influential, reach way more people than late night at this day and age. But for these people, including like Colbert, to be like, this isn't really right, that we're blindsided, buddy, you're losing $40 million a year. You have 200 people.
That's the point here. You're losing $40 million a year. And somehow that's Donald Trump's fault. All of you fucking retards out there protesting didn't watch his show because you don't care either. Yet you want to sit there and show up and be fake offended when you didn't watch his shitty show.
Creating one show. We have 200 people at Barstool, content creators, creating like 30 shows. And some of them, the bigger ones, draw a bigger audience than Colbert. So like, what are we talking about? And then you compound that with Colbert openly going on air, being like, I don't trust CBS. This relationship can never be repaired. I can't believe they bowed or paid that lawsuit to Trump. If one of my employees, who I was paying $16 million a year while losing $40 million a year, went on their show and was like, I don't like Dave. I don't trust Dave. You know what I would do? Like, welcome to the real fucking world.
Thank you.
Yeah, Trump's happy, and this isn't about his politics. I don't love Colbert. I don't think he's funny. I thought he was funny when he's on Comedy Central. I haven't liked him on his Daily Show. But, buddy, you're losing $40 million a year, and then you have the arrogance to go hammer your own company. What did you think was going to happen? Of course they'd fire. I'd fire you in a fucking heartbeat. That's not politics. That's just being ungrateful and see you later. So Elizabeth Warren, Comrade Bernie, like, zip it. This is called capitalism in the real world. You're losing $40 million a year. You better shut up and be a good soldier and thank your lucky stars you still have a job.
Simple as that. Yet these idiots are out here protesting for Stephen Colbert because of Orange Man Bad. No, not when you're losing. Again, it's simple. If you are getting paid $16 million a year, you probably don't need to lose $40 million a year. I know that's a crazy idea, but apparently it's Trump's fault. Colbert deserved this. And this is what happens when clowns like this get involved with it. People that don't care about something, yet they want to pretend that they care, and they show up, but they don't really care. I'll never forget this. Back when Colin Kaepernick, remember Colin Kaepernick? Remember when he was kneeling for the national anthem, and it got to the point where the NFL didn't want anything to do with him because he was hurting their ratings so much? And there was a protest in New York for Colin Kaepernick. And I'll never forget, super woke actress Susan Sarandon showed up to a Colin Kaepernick protest to get him back into the NFL. And I'm thinking to myself, Susan Sarandon has never once in her life mentioned anything about the National Football League. Yet she's showing up to a protest for Colin Kaepernick. Get the fuck out of here. Never listen to these people. Never listen to them. It's absolutely insane, man. It really is. I don't know if I've heard this one, but we're all going to hear it together.
You're shining, orange and empty inside. I'd say you're a traffic cone, but I would swerve to avoid a traffic curve.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark, Cuban.
Donald, do you know that to be a billionaire, you have to have the billion part in your bank account, not just the air.
Fucking hell, dude. Like, what? What are we doing?
Air.
Tom, you just fell into the shark tank.
Donald, I know you have no shot with Hispanics because there's no way in hell you're getting the Cuban vote. Donald, the only way you're worth 10 billion is if I paid you $9.5 billion to wash my balls.
That was bad. That was bad. I think I might unfollow Maze more. Maze, I'm going to have to unfollow you, bro. I'm going to have to unfollow you, bro. I got to. That wouldn't have showed up in my feed if it wasn't for Maze. I'm going to have to unfollow you, bro. That was rough. Goodness. Maze Moore is great. He's great. He's a great follow. But that's the reason we played that. It showed up in my feed and it was awful. God.